Boy, do they need to bounce back after losing to C9. Like, that is not ideal, and to me, that is a sign of weakness potentially in the camp. And I know they're mixing in things. Like, this is the second time they've played red card all year. It'll be the map 4 in the series. First time they played it is yesterday, so maybe they're trying to work on the map pool, but they got handled on it. And again, that to me is another potentially bad sign. So I'm concerned for the Toronto camp, less concerned for Carolina though, because again, top 4 at the major, they handled Toronto even at S&D in that series. So I think for me, I was just surprised to see the fans picking Toronto so confident.
Yeah, real confident. So big question mark for me, Kleenex, the man on the hardpoint. He had a stinker yesterday. Mr. Yul Jonsson's recovered. As the rest of the boys of Toronto find their kills and get themselves in the time, that's a nice start for them there, Chance. The red card woes of yesterday already improving.
Yeah. Well, map 4 when we get to the actual red card, but better here, yeah. And it's a beautiful 9 seconds as well. The good old purple color. TJ, though, second 2-piece he has gotten this game, and it'll be there to strip away the time. But 25 seconds, nothing to shy away from. And while Joe DeCeves is thinking about the rotation, his teammates need to think about actually breaking through on P1. And by the time he strikes up Pop, doesn't matter, gets gunned. And the Hilltime Beans, last impact on the strike, gets traded out, but hey, did enough to get his team the final few seconds, and Toronto had the rotation.
They holding it for now. Inside Kleenex for their kills in the middle of the map. Over to the top side we go, folks. Joe DeCeves ineffective still in this opening hard point. Still with the lead though, the Ultra boys, they're finding form when they can, but there's a nice counter-attack opportunity here for the Ravens as they march their way towards the point. That is considered a break. They got themselves in. TJ holding on alone. Vivid now with the coverage. Insight's got to find a way in, and he may just do so.
He's picking up the Aaron kills first. That's 2 in the feed. They're making sure if they're going for the break, they don't want to allow Carolina to make any sort of hero play. So very controlled gameplay rolling through from Ultra, but unfortunately with the control, didn't have any trophies. And the nades from Gwyn, absolutely perfect. The coordination from Carolina is there, and you just continue to get peppered by stuns and nades. I mean, that is just abusive almost rolling through. So Carolina handling in the moment, handling the rotation as well. This is a very strong protocol team.
Yeah, so far so good. Relatively even going into the third hard point. Rotation though, all the way to the Ravens. They're going to settle in for the tough winter the Ultra is trying to bring upon them. Here we go in the back. Joe DeCeves, are you able to catch a couple? Yeah, you get things going. Now Slasher's still upstairs. Lone man now for the Ravens on the hard point. Spawns in the back now for Ultra. An opportunity to turn it around. And obviously change here. And finally, Joe DeCeves starts to string a couple together. Now over to the point. Tej, first man in, but Ben Mellons puts him down.
Yes, he does. Ben Mellons indeed. And I got to say for Slasher, that's how you know he's 30 years old, because he zips down.
I don't know why that tickled me so. Woohoo! All right, well, up spirals TJ goes. He's still a spring chicken. He's powering away those quads up the staircase. And Joe DeCeves, though, makes quick work of him. Joe's still alive at the point. Gwyn there with a dive. Nice timing, but great trades out of Ultra. Their map has been fantastic so far. 4 now for Beans, 2 for Insight. The ARs are hot.
Yeah, foot race to P4, though. Carolina's going to win that rotation, get out and about quick, and Kleenex does get spotted along the way. The stun, though, helps him out, lands on Slasher's face, and now you're trying to break through big door. Double trades rolling through. Toronto, if you break this, you're in a phenomenal position for the game. Gwyn and Vivid, though, holding it down.
Yeah, they don't anything go too crazy. Insight is not able to pick up any of those stray players on the push. And here they come, though. Vivid sends it to him. TJ could go tremendous here if he catches these players on the push. But there we go. Vivid through the front door, trades are there, and it's even across the board. Last man, Slasher. And there's still going to be a contest on towards the point. Can Insight win the fight? A shoulder or two. Reinforcements down the form of Kleenex, and TJ guns him down. Slasher holds it all together, and the Ravens do not break.
Yeah, lovely little vet play there from Slasher. He basically is a 1v1 for the time, but instead of sliding in and challenge, wants to just keep things active for his teammates, but maybe the slow pace cost you in the end, because Ultra eventually surge on through and get the break in. I mean, that could have been a full 60 for Carolina to get back in the game. Instead, Toronto Ultra continued to be in control. And quite frankly, just their P3 break that they had right now, the biggest difference maker in the game. So if Ultra's breaks are on point, see how they do for a hold. Joe DeCeves, he'll be on new time first.
Yeah, protocol going great. Ultra with a nice lead going into the second set. Superb, yeah. Not a trophy to be found, man. Beans now top grannies looking for literally anyone. Gonna catch Vivid out, and this is nice moves. Benjamin Beans, 14 and 8 on a 4 spree, looking to get himself some streaks. He's got the opportunity to keep his boys safe from this side of the map. Gwyn's gonna check it slowly. How fast will he bang that door? Brilliant work out of Beans. That's a 5.
Yeah, no one was there for the trades either, so they knew he was up top, simply haven't been able to handle him. Finally, he's taken down, but that was a solid maybe 25 seconds of time that just rolled through there from Ultra, and things get mixy on the map. Ultra do have the right side spawns for new, so they're just doing a wonderful job at keeping control of this game. And I mean, if Gwen's going to be sort of the man of the hour for the focus point, not even finding kills just yet. Ravens struggling so far on protocol.
Man, control's the name of the game right now with Ultra. They've got such a nice, firm grip across the map. Nothing's getting out of hand. None of those flanks are going unanswered. All eyes are up and guns are at the ready. The boys are looking fantastic. And now back over to P2 we go. This was a good hold from the Ultra boys. Good breaks either side in the first set. Second set now. Get in there, lads. Tej with the early time. Tej, oh, holding it together. Gets rid of Kleenex. Jonas Steve's now on the flank. Dealt with. That's a good bit of time now going to the Ravens.
Yeah, missed out on the rotation. And TJ going on a 3 spree is going to be well timed. But we talked about the spawn battle as well. It is going to be very difficult to predict who gets the advantage on this time. Ultra, only 2 players nearby for the moment for the break, and they're sending it in straight away. So uncoordinated on the push, but if Insight gives you 2, you're going to be right there. 20 seconds left on time, and it continues to be mixy. By the looks of it, Carolina chalking up, going to be hitting that rotation as well and trying to contain these players before they make it across the map, but they're losing some reinforcements along the way. Good news for Carolina, they at least spawned up at new. That could have been dangerous.
Oh, yeah. I don't quite know what happened with the Insight 2-piece there, but you'll take it. Gwyn down, Jonas, he's right in. He started to get things going. 12 and 16, a little slower there in terms of how he started off the map.
Wow.
But Joe now cooking in the back line, trying to get his boys in. Tej finding kills as he does, and that is a nice off-angle, dirty little corner to be found. Tej and Gwyn get theirs. These kills are not useless. These kills are keeping everyone at bay, but Insight doing what he can to be an anchor in the backline here. Is this going to give spawns? Yes, it does. That could be a massive turning point. Opportunity for Ultra to dive in.
Well, he got him the spawns, but you see the feed. Vivid picked up the 2 players in the middle of the map, so it's not going to be fun on this approach for the break. Vivid still up top in the power position, and Insight just knows it. Not a lot of wiggle room for him to go anywhere, so Carolina Ravens holding it down from the front. Vivid dominating the power positions in this moment. And it seems like Joe deceives his entire perspective all game long. Everywhere he goes, a stun grenade is there to meet him. And as he drops down low, wins the big gunfight, but here's more stuns and more nades to slow this man down.
There they are. Oh boy. Corner to corner though. Ravens don't have the numbers here on the point. Gwyn gonna get one. Still fighting, still holding. Team kills coming in. That's going to be an awkward finish for the fight, but Ultra still walking away with the manpower, still walking away with a hard point, and now trophies in place. Everyone ready for this one. Identify the angle of attack. Will it be big door? Will it be through spiral? Will it be the elevators? Take your pick, boys. So far, 2 down. Great hold out of Ultra. Okay.
Yeah, Vivid exploring the outskirts of the map over on that section, so messed up the movement just a little bit. Maybe the Omni forced him into a slide. But with split spawns coming through, maybe an opportunity for the break, but frankly, not even. Ultra on this hill alone virtually run away with the game, and if you didn't know how P4 plays, both Insight and Beans had the Jackal in hand. Doesn't matter the adjustments, or the attachments rather, that gun is OP.
Well, it's doing good. Back over to Beans inside Granny's. He's been having a lovely time, yeah, and this seems to be the go-to for every single, P4 to P1 rotation. You find him over there getting kills. Over to Insight. Yes, a nice one there on a Vivid. Again, Jackal in hand. Picks up an AR. Much more familiar with that. As everyone's spawning up with those Jackals. Still aware of spawns, and he's being a problem. Now, trying to deal with the rest of the members of the Ravens off spawn. You have to deal with it, and Tej cannot. Insight on a 6.
I mean, this is looking hopeless. Yeah, Insight's just big chilling. I mean, he gets to just sort of, control the map, tell everybody where they need to go. Does lose the gunfight, so Slasher opens up the power position, gets you over towards that time. Beans over here attempting to be a nuisance, but Carolina finally able to find a degree of stabilization and get in towards the time. There's no flanks rolling through. All the guns going to be coming. Gunfights at the front.
Way up front. Nice last bullet there. Oh, Kleenex, they're just walking right into him. Finding a couple there. Final 10 seconds on P1 is great. P2 all secured right now for Ultra. They're going to move across the top side of the map. And my word, what a fantastic turnaround from yesterday's performance. Joe, he's clawed it back. Will he finish the map positive in the kills department? And so far, the answer is no. He's still got a bit of time, but his boys are in the hard point.
There's absolutely no need to. Joe Deceives has absorbed every single stun and nade in this game. So he's opening things up for the boys, but this is looking like just a victory lap moment. Carolina Ravens, I mean, I don't know how many good plays they were able to find the entire time. A couple pieces from TJ here and there, but I think ultimately outside of 1P3, Carolina have offered us nothing, but there goes Tej. When you need him most, he's trying to keep things alive.
There he goes again. All right. We've seen wilder things in the CDL. This would be up there. Ravens, you've not looked fantastic. Can you hold this hard point and win the rotation towards P3? The answer is actually maybe. Oh, Gwyn. No, spawns are all over the place, folks. That's going to be a tough one. And that's going to be game. See you later, folks. Toronto Ultra. They woke up on the right side of the bed today, and they are looking fantastic.
Yeah, more or less beatdown. Exact type of response you want to see out of the Ultra camp after how they played against C9 just yesterday. And very well played map. I think both P4s that, I mean, one, they just out-rotated on the second go-around. They got there first, Insight and Beans, pulling out the Jackals, making sure they can hit down low as quick as you need, and then they held it for a virtual full 60, so fantastic kill there. And then on the first P4, the one where Carolina could have gotten back in the game, well, they simply broke you down. So I think Ultra, certainly a team that knows if you can handle P4, you're going to handle the map time and time again. Across the board as well, damage flowing there from Ultra, kills flowing as well. Joe Deceives, if we had a stat for amount of damage taken, he would have topped the lobby.
Oh, for sure. For sure. Great effort despite what looked to be a very bad game on the eye test. But just north of 10 minutes, Ultra took to take care of the Ravens there in our first hardpoint. Protocol goes to bed, folks, for now. We'll see it again in control. I got a red card S&D before we get to the highlights, and yeah, man, it was a great opening start from Ultra. They didn't really let off the gas at all, Chance, and it was non-stop action. It was certainly putting the pieces together, and again, I'm just going to keep harping this on. It's the mental game, is bouncing back after a really bad loss against C9 yesterday to playing this good against the Ravens. I tip it.
Absolutely. And I would say maybe there can be some concerns in the Ravens camp as well, specifically maybe for the Protocol hardpoint, because at the very start of the year, they looked like they were the best team on it. I mean, they were handling some of the top dogs, but recently they've been struggling more and more, and that was a very flat performance there. So maybe hints of concerns, but maybe Insight is just a little bit cheekier with some of the cruddy angles he has to deliver two-piece to open things up. But Ultra certainly dialed in. Without question, felt like they were the guys making the bigger plays.
Yeah, it was, I mean, whether it was trades or moments like this, I mean, Kleenex just finding form after yesterday. Good for him. Most of his kills are AR-based, it looked like. And again, Teacher's heroics towards the end. A very unfortunate little moments there from Beans. I think he stopped shooting at one point, but you'll take that, man. Either way, everyone's getting a bit warmer, getting a bit hotter now in the lobby, and Ultra starting things off with a fantastic way. A nice lead there is going to certainly help their case going into the S&D, because right now, who knows what we're going to get. TJ Ailey, obviously the demon when it comes to S&D. But before we get to that, folks, we've got some whoopsies to show. We love a whoopsie here in the CDL. And what happened here? Oh, it's a trophy kill. Absolute classic. Thanks, Beans. Cheers, mate.
This is the one I didn't want to see. This is just... Oh, that's so rough, dude.
Another team kill there. Josie's getting tapped in the back of the head by Kleenex. Plenty of oopsies. Some worse than others. Either way, we'll go to the search now. Chance, how are we feeling, man? Of course, both teams very proficient at the game mode. Before we get to the game flow, which was open and shut.
And again, the open and shut case, I think, is this first go around over towards the P4, the P3 to P4. That is Carolina getting there first. Very easy hill to hold, one of the easiest ones in the game if you get the full setup on it, but they only got 20 seconds, and Ultra were there to match them with the same amount of time. So they nullified that first rotation. Then if you look at the second P4, the P3 to P4 at the end, Ultra got there first in dominant flatline Carolina. There was a snowball's chance in hell of them being able to break through on that one. So that is where you can set yourself apart on Protocol. But to answer your question, Miles, I'm very excited for the S&D because these are two very good teams. And if we're looking at the potential weaknesses in the Ultra camp, S&D has been a problem. They are on a 4-loss spree for it. 2 of those losses, by the way, did come by the hands of the Carolina Ravens. They lost round 11 and a round 10 when they met up at the major. So we know it's going to be competitive, but Ultra, these are the types of teams that you're going to need to beat in this game mode and make sure that it is your absolute best.
Yeah, well, we'll find out if it's going to be that in a second. But yeah, red card S&D is going to be a good one. Plenty of red cards so far here in the Black Ops 6 season have been bangers. And who knows, man? Who knows? This could be another. I'm not willing to promise anything whatsoever. But what I am excited for, though, is TJ Haley taking on Joe Deceives here. We've got some nice looking stats for both of our boys who have been very, I think, you know, dangerous players, Chance. I mean, Joe's been a welcome addition to Ultra, a little slow in some of the maps, but again, a very, very explosive player. And Tej, what more can we say about Tej? Maven brought up a ton of good stuff about him being lovable, very friendly, a compassionate man, and presumably a very generous lover. But right now, Tej is just a fantastic S&D player.
And he's a great person to be compared to as well. So if Joe Deceives is getting this side-by-side graphic, that means he's doing things right as well, but very comparable stats straight down the line. TJ Haley maybe just being a little bit more active in the kills column, but I'll keep chirping it for Joe Deceives. He's one of the most objective players in the game. Specifically for S&D, he's getting the bombs down like crazy. Anytime Ultra wants that to happen, he'll get it down. And from what we saw from him, Hacienda, he doesn't actually just do all of the default plant spots. He will plant in situations to allow his teammates to clutch. So even for the little things, he'll give you a little something extra. Joe Deceives is, I know it's a weird thing to say at the pro level, but he is an intelligent player, and there is occasionally a shortage of that amongst the S&D players we have.
There are levels to intelligence at the pro level, is what we're trying to say. Yeah, Joe's
Some people don't know where to plant on vault, is what I'm saying, and Joe Deceives just doesn't have that issue.
Well, Beans at the major was solid as you could ask for in the search and story. 2 clutches to his name in what felt like quite a short tournament for them out in Madrid. We'll see if things can change coming into major 2. But until we get there, let's get through round 1. And we're going to meet up in the middle of the map and say, hi, Leo, Neverinos, Tej. Get some damage, no kills. The opening exchange was a fun one indeed. And Gwyn, well, he takes the lead there for the Carolina boys in the life department.
This is where Carolina have their success. Slasher always going to be playing over towards stage or lower A. Inside does get caught in the flank, and this is shaping up to be dominance, but TJ and Gwyn always working through middle map and ticket, and able to mix things up depending on what he wants to do. Watch the flank, help the boys in mid, help Slasher over towards field. So it is a standard setup from Carolina, and they simply do it the best. Beautifully orchestrated round number 1, and Vivid there to collect 3 kills.
Starting things off nicely. Again, these are the sort of 2 top sides of the attacking and the defending sides. You see the AR players up there typically. Lovely long line of sight, able to pick up those little trades, able to catch those errant players out as they're trying to make their way forward. We've seen those positions get kills mid-round, late round, early round, you name it. And the Ravens start things off good. I mean, confidence boost after that hard point. Ultra now on the attack.
And this might be tough to tell. Beans is the guy over towards B, so I assume the action's going that direction as well. It's not an insight late flank watcher. Yeah, here comes the absolute hit towards the B site. TJ, Slasher in the back. They have a little bit of support, but Slasher might not need it. There's the first blood, and that is going to stop Joe Deceives in his tracks. Yeah,
good work out of Beans, though. A little bit of space to work with. The TJ hops into the fight, traded out immediately. Once again, it's your man Beans finding those kills. 2 on the round already. And Vivid still has everything to throw here at this bomb site. Will he be able to get the damage? He does. There's no follow-up. The stun will at least slow Beans on the health regen, so he's sitting on 64 for a moment longer. Insight trying to help out. Gwyn in the close corner. It's 2 ARs taking on Gwyn right now. Vivid on the reach out, gets himself into the site, causing some damage. Oh dear, chances of retreat here from the Ultra boys. They've given up a lot of space. Is it enough to get in the site? 20 to go.
This is fine. You want to give up the space because you just know you can check bomb very easily. Slides out, gets the clearance. Insight turning heads. Beans, he's on a head on a swivel as well, but he's going to be tagged up, and there you go. Maybe your instincts were correct, Miles, to not back that far down, but frankly, I thought Insight should have backed up even further. I'm not going to lie, but a very nice retake on the B site. That is very difficult to do. Vivid and Gwyn pulling off a little bit of magic.
I think there might have been an opportunity there where the guys did think, oh, maybe we are too far from the bomb site, let's get in there. And just unfortunately, you know, Beans managing to get on the inside, or sorry, Insight getting on the inside of the mailroom, that might have been the decider there. But hey, kudos again. The Ravens with another good round, a very tricky retake on B.
And the hesitation always kills you as well. So maybe even a moment where Insight gets Gwyn tagged up one shot, send Beans that direction, but it's a 2 AR players trying to stave off the pressure of a guy like Gwyn running at them. So not an easy feat in the slightest. Vivid, by the way, is still a perfect 4-0. Just keep it in the back of your mind, because he does have the RC car, and You might hear that thing zipping around here shortly. We'll test the driving skills. Not great. He lives in Charlotte now. I've been there. Not the place to learn.
No, not great. Well, maybe we'll see another one of those later on, but that one barely got out of his hands. I wonder if that even caused damage. It was so close to him when it died. But TJ being the front man right now, he is the one Raven amongst the Ultra boys right now on the minimap. And he's waiting. He's got himself a prime piece of position here. We're not giving it up.
This is the Raven special. It's been 42 seconds left on the round. I don't think anybody's shooting bullets yet. It's just silent. So they're not even shooting. They're just letting him cross and getting the intel. Barely, yeah, finally someone shoots their gun and Gwyn just gets caught. Yeah, main advantage. There is not a lot of time for Carolina.
Nah, we're in the red for sure. Teach pounces. We'll take it. Trades are still going on. 2v2, 20 seconds on the clock. Beans could absolutely end it right here and now. The bomb is down on the ground. No one there. Teacher's got to recover. Can he win the fight? The answer is no. Ultra play the Ravens very patiently. They get on the board.
I mean, that is so stoic as well. And the fact that, you know, Carolina weren't really forcing anything until they absolutely had to. It's not like positions are getting revealed. I'm thinking with TJ up top, someone needs to get intel because like Beans was directly underneath Tej, and maybe you get him tagged up, half HP, let TJ find the blood. But Carolina simply too slow. And well, Gwyn's the first player that wants to make a move, but Beans is able to just read him. And it's not like Gwyn had a ton of help on that section of the map. So not an ideal round, but Ultra just playing their opponent happy to be patient.
Will they be patient in this round though? Again, this is 3-1 and they are flying towards A. Haven't met the usual nade interference here by Steph, so they might be pushing forward with a little bit more confidence, knowing that the Ravens aren't here. I think we might have seen Vivid there. Yeah, Vivid's backed on up. Beans in a position to maybe get some damage down, but all good shots out of historically one of the more accurate players in the league, and Slasher backs him up there. It's a lovely first blood.
Yeah, just great coordination. The teamwork always there from Carolina. Vivid gives the call. Slasher there to finish him off, and I think it was a jump scare for Beans as well. But plays being made. Jodeci is looking to find routes. TJ doing the exact same thing, but now in a 2 versus 4. Ball's in Jodeci's hands, and he just gets cut down. He picked up one in the feed before he fell, but the trade's instant. And that's around for Carolina. We're outside of TJ's singular kill in the middle of the map. I think everybody getting an assist, adding the EKIA stat. Showing off the goods there. It's structured gameplay from Carolina. You know what their game plan is going to be. That doesn't mean it's easy to stop.
If anything, harder to stop. Easy to read, difficult to deal with. And the Ravens starting to come to life here. Hardpoint wasn't so kind to them on that protocol. Next time we see them play a hardpoint in this map, it will be on a red card. Big A defense here for Ultra. Already past the site. No one really at home for B. Beans will be there in a moment though.
Oh, well, there's the first blood, able to just pick up a TJ towards the middle of the map. And yeah, bodies are falling. And Slasher, meanwhile, was feeling the pressure on the outskirts of the map, and he knows he is being hunted down. Joe Deceives gonna be looking for him. Kleenex has the trap. Beans, easy reads on the flank. Gwyn can't buy one on that section of the map, and Slasher eviscerated. They're on Ultra. I mean, that's perfect. Get the first 2 bloods and then calculate it on the final few players. And sending Gwyn on these flanks is not ideal because Beans is just picking different spots and different corners to hide in. A slow, patient game, methodical S&D being played. Neither team really throwing away a sizable advantage. Potentially, the 2v2 retake from Vivid and Gwyn might very well be the difference maker on this map.
And that, yeah, one of the most impressive ones we've seen yet. But this is good search and destroy. We told you at the start of the series, folks, there was going to be good card. Those minimaps, it's a piece of art. Kleenex. Oh, that's a lovely bit of intel. Will that stick? No. Good throw, though. Nice attempt. Gets out like a light. Vivid trying to reposition quickly to help out, but Joe Deceives is your bomb carrier. He's made it close enough towards the bomb site. Vivid backs on up. You've got the intel. He's there. Joe's going to take the fight before getting the plant. I love this. Will you get the kill? Oh, he's a slippery Vivid.
If he gets that kill, I think he can plant for top office, but as soon as that like slips through, if you're gonna plant, it has to be safe, and the angles he's dealing with are not fun. This man might need a trophy. I think enough has gone by. There's some teamwork for the first blood. And a pinch developing, but the pinch might be too late. Slasher trying to flank through, but by the time he gets there, everybody is dead.
The battle of the A-bomb site is not over just yet. A second there. A Slasher snaps. Phoenix will be able to get the bomb down, but Slasher down making a case for it. Coverage there from inside. Slasher, one more. And how close he came to a vicious ace. But Ultra keep it all together.
That's crazy. It's thank God for him ironed up when needed to. They actually read the sidewall kid, so his heads up awareness as well. And maybe Kleenex got some bullets on him. Actually, no, he absolutely did not. Insight just fried him in that moment. Shout out to the headshot multiplier. That's a crazy gunfight win.
Yeah, the POV from inside there shows it. It's such a high ground is one thing in this game, but the headshot multiplier in COD as well, the last 3 games, very, very helpful. Brilliant round for Ultra to get the equalizer in there. Attack now, Ravens. Where will you go? It looks like a B hit potentially, but we might be causing some noise at A before committing. Gwyn's got options though from here, Ticket.
Well, this is back to the stock and standard. So no aggressive flanks rolling through. You see Jodeci is mixing up the angle, so he effectively can call out everything towards B. And so Beans will be jumping back and forth depending on where they're expecting the pressure to come from. Carolina, once again, just sort of trying to toy out, see what information they can find, but no flanks rolling through. It's a standoff. It's a true standoff, and yeah, there's the first blood.
Joe holding it. Oh, the timing! Joseph finds Gwyn as well. That is disgraceful. Say goodbye to the submachine guns for the Ravens for this round at the very least. Now Vivid and Slasher will have to bring their aims to the game, and that is helpful though. They've picked 2 magnificent fights, and now Beans in a 1v2. They're looking for the bomb recovery, and surely you know.
Oh, surely you don't. That was actually the mess up then. They didn't realize they had bombed down, so Joe deceives tweaks and tries to run through mid to pick up a trade, but plays into their hands.
Oh, no.
And Beans isn't even going to be able to catch these players off bomb. So even with 8 seconds left, Beans is bamboozled, still thinking it's over towards A, and now has to retake this site with an AR.
He has a frag grenade, though. And now
Is this okay?
He's got a PDW. This might be okay. The nade has to be perfect, and he has to capitalize on the damage instantly. Shoulders thrown. He doesn't see Slasher, but wait! There it is. Slasher saw him, relays the intel to Vivid, and another nail-biting, magnificently annoying round. Good search.
Yeah, and Insight and Kleenex, I guess, just maybe getting picked apart a little bit because Beans and Joe Deceives held the B bomb site down, but then even after they got the bomb, just trying to be a little bit too gung-ho, going for the trades, and in a patient game, I guess we're finding out which team will come out on top. Carolina, when things are slow, they are happy for it. Give them time to think.
Except for that one attacking round that Ultra got. That was a little too slow. 1 round lead, though, here for the Ravens. And what sort of trickery will we see here? One more presence defensively towards A. And Ultra, they're outside. Oh, nice work. Insight. You catch a wonderful kill on the TJ. That certainly helps. But Gwyn, not an easy read from this position. Unless they've seen him.
Oh, they definitely have not. I wonder if they clear it out, though. Either way, TJ has been effectively neutralized so far this game, so maybe that's part of Ultra's game plan. But Gwyn just waiting for a little bit of noise, but once again, it is so quiet on this map.
Oh my god. That is some unbelievable timing. Good job taking care of Kleenex. Now the bomb carrier, Joe Deceives, goes forward. Gets the kill, as does Vivid. He goes down 2. So now Slasher, once again, an opportunity to clutch. 1v3. Easiest of reads. Joe Deceives know exactly where he'll be. And wait. 30 seconds to go.
Wow.
And
that's
that,
COD
folks,
timing. He still thinks he has him trapped. He had no idea.
That's COD timing, folks. That's unfortunate. I think they might have lost track of Slasher as well. So now the setup from Ultra, a lot more static. Oh, did he see him? He did not. Slasher's about to walk this corridor and get absolutely ripped. Oh, timing from Insight. Good gunny either side. A lot of damage dealt. And that is the round. Ultra equalize once again.
Easy reads. And when they're getting the bloods, again, I mean, just very calculated in their efforts to take everybody down. Nobody making mistakes. Everybody's throwing shoulders, coordinating nades, making sure you get the reads, double chow, even you see gonna roll through. So perfectly timed up, and unfortunate for Slasher, had a player trap, but Jodeci is hitting some fancy movement as well just to get up top, but yeah, gets out of dodge just barely. So Slasher not afforded any opportunities to clutch in that moment. Once again, TJ gotten picked a few times in this game, 3 and 7 for this moment. Him and Gwyn effectively neutralized. But for a tied up game 4-4, you're looking for a little bit extra in Carolina. Maybe the first aggressive strat they have over towards this A site. All 4 players are trying to speak it into existence. It's going to be a slow.
I felt that. I was like, he's doing it. He's trying. Whoa, Slasher looked like he tripped over there. All right, Oz will hold these lines. Oh, until the submachine gun player gets involved to try to cause some damage. TJ's the man at that moment. No stun connection, though, so that's going to keep things a little hotter for now. Gwyn and Tej going forward. They're trying to catch inside out. They don't know if they've got Kleenex there. That's the opening salvo. They're suppressing fire just to get those submachine guns a little closer or to draw those Toronto boys closer. What a standoff this is. We're running out of things to throw. That is disgusting tech from Kleenex. Perfect comms, perfect positioning, and a man advantage now. The time goes red.
That's so painful. And now you're just on bomb. Yeah, great pick. Yeah, it gets a little bit baited. TJ knows when to get active. And now inside in a bit of a tricky spot. You get the bomb down for the 3v3.
He's holding this as tight as he can. The flank is covered for now. They've got no idea that the remaining Raven is in front of them. They've got eyes on 2. And that's a lot of damage. Insight's not going to win this fight. Slasher sends it. What aggression. Can Slasher get any more? He's pulled the aggro. Vivid now picking up the pinch from behind. Enough damage into those 2 players, but 20 seconds for Vivid to stay alive. Uh-oh. All the instincts were good with the frag. No one on the defuse, and that's going to be the kill. Joe Deceives picks it up and beans on the defuse. Ultra take the lead.
And Joe Deceives maybe throwing on a bit of that masterclass performance as well. A 5 spree for him in that round there for the trades. Great job hunting Slasher down, because Slasher making a big play to try to get away, but Ultra don't let it slip. 5 in a row for Joe, 13 kills, 1,600 damage, and solidifies the round with that kill on Vivid as well. A tale of 2 different SMG players right now in this lobby. Joe Deceives for the moment has their number, but it is only for a round advantage. Toronto, though, looking to snap their 4 S&D loss spree.
And what a great game this has been. Map point, folks. Will the Ravens defense get them around 11? That will be the question. 3-1 split side to side. It's going to be a lopsided battle over towards A. Oh, and it looks like Insight in his quest towards the B-bomb site is totally gone. So now the Ravens, look at that flock through the middle of the map. They've read this brilliantly. Gwyn gets his. Oh, it's around 11 in it, chance.
Oh, that's so good. That's such a good strat. I think that is a homework being done on Insight. They had 3 players there to nade him down, and then those 3 players snap back over towards A for the help. But for the 2v3 clutch, or 2v4, excuse me, Kleenex able to get an entry kill, and you do have a decent bit of time to work with. And Joe Deceives still on a 5 spree as well, so the Ultra Boys do have the hot hand. It's just a very tough situation.
Oh, damage. There's Tej. Absolute perfect time behind door number 1. Joe Deceives behind door number 2. I don't think he's going to be hitting it though just yet. That's perfect timing from Slasher. I think he may have seen the top of his head. He did. Good luck dealing with that one. Round 11. Here we go. We're being treated to some good search here, folks. Maven Sundays. They're always brilliant. They're always brilliant.
This is good too. Again, I love the homework being done by Carolina. We're digging deep. Like, the prep is shining through right now in this game as well. And both teams, I mean, they're common trying to figure out what they want to do to try to find this first blood. TJ comfy as well. He's kicked back in his chair. But here we go for the round 11 on red card, Miles.
A full rewind from what happened at the major. I should tell me that it's exactly the same scenario. My goodness, oh good God, here we go. And we are absolutely banging out B. Ultra Ultra doing it. TJ, can you find the first blood at the very least? A perfect nade. Gonna flush Joe out, but wait. Plenty of damage, and somehow TJ goes down without a fight. Vivid now has to back on up. He may be giving up the bomb site to allow Ultra to move in.
Oh, it's so anti. Come on, Gwyn, move faster.
Gwyn does indeed move fast. 1, 2, the last man there by the site has got to back up. It's Vivid and Ultra have pushed them out. And
oh my goodness.
Oh no.
I'm looking at Beans just nodding his head, but someone lagged out of that lobby. I didn't actually catch who it was. I think it might have been Slasher, but I'm not entirely sure. But
referees
round 11, we'll just we're building the tension, Miles.
The referees moved real quick on that one, so good job everybody. We'll be getting this round started ASAP. And Slasher is in true disbelief, mind blown, if you will. Leave those eyebrows, Austin. They're professionals that can do that for you.
I hope this doesn't ruin the scoreboard. I was trying to see how many first deaths DJ had. I feel like he's gotten picked quite a few times in this game, and like I think on the game plan front, we're watching Carolina mix things up, like get the triple nades over towards Insight, ready for like the slower A pressure. I think we've seen like TJ and Gwyn just getting attacked over towards Ticket as well. So it has been quite a good battle between these two squads. Round 11 is going to be a very interesting reset as well, because we haven't seen a ton of aggression in this game. Ultra have had a few offensive rounds where they're trying to make moves, and they certainly did over towards this B site here.
I just can't believe. I mean, Teach had the read on 3 players. He was unable to pick up 2. He only got damage in one player. Gwyn's flank. That was, I mean, everything was going so brilliantly for both teams. And then the read as well, that, you know, we've lost the fight over by, well, we lost the manpower over by B. Let's just keep moving over towards A. And then what? The Ravens, they wrap out. They leave the B-bomb site. They leave A. You got a free plant there for Ultra as well. I mean, this is something, man. What a great game of Search and Destroy. Before we get into round 11, we're going to get back into this, folks. Highlights from the start of the S&D. And man, we've had some real delightful moments in this game, Chance.
Yeah, I mean, at the start, Vivid goes on a 4-0 run, maybe 5-0 after the next round, and things were starting off great for Carolina. And then at some point, Joe Deceives really just finds the hot hand. And again, you have different styles you can play for the Ultra squad. Like, you know, Inside is obviously known for being one of the slower players. So if you want the patient play, you just work with him on the map, and you can absolutely manage that. If you want to fly, Joe Deceives, CleanX, and Beans will absolutely hit the go button. So they're capable of multiple different styles of play, but when you need to get active, they're popping pieces. This would have been the call game moment if Slasher would have been able to pull it off, but Insight in his ones is nervy as it was in that final moment. He delivers and keeps things honest. And maybe from Ultra, this would have been the round where one of the rare mistakes being made, a couple players just getting picked apart, left Beans in a bad situation. But outside of that, it's just been great gameplay on both sides. I think outside of maybe one round, it's quite literally been whoever gets the first blood ends up executing and winning it.
Yeah, and looking back at that Joe Deceives 2-piece out by P5, he does not see the bomb get dropped there. And he pulls away from that fight so quickly, obviously looking for another player, but he just misses out on the very crucial intel there that the bomb has been dropped and it is there in play. That would have totally changed that round and possibly given Ultra the advantage, if not the win outright there. So, boys and girls, what a match this has been so far. Of course, their first hard point feels like a thing of the past now, Chance. Like, who cares about how Protocol went? We will be playing red card as well. There's no guarantee, actually, because we still haven't finished around 11. But, hey, we'll see what happens. We're going back to Protocol for the control. We'll play red card hard point after that. How we feeling, mate? Talk to me, bro. How we feeling?
Well, just to further home, like in a S&D battle like this, of how like detail oriented you need to be, I made a comment about Joe Deceives, like how even his plant spots are typically on point and he's willing to give you extra like when he needs it. How about the one moment where either, I think it was TJ maybe, or Gwyn trying to go for the plant, and CleanX just zaps him through the net, like hits the wall bang. So the details really do matter. Where you plant matters, the timing, everything, how many stuns and nades you save. So it is high level Call of Duty. And I just know whatever happens on the control, I'm expecting CleanX to go berserk, because I think he's probably tired of the patient play.
Patient play. Well, folks, we have to ask you to be patient for one more moment while we get this round 11 lobby set up once more. Very quick commercial break. On the other side of it, a single round of Search and Destroy.
Upgrade your game with the SCUF, the official controller of the Call of Duty League.
The Esports World Cup is an official partner of the Call of Duty League.
Starbucks, he's a one shot. He's dead. That's out. They can go there deep. That's it.
Yo, pinch.
Nice, let's go. That's above you. He went down. Down.
Absolute, my bad. He's one shot. You guys got this. You got this. Money for you. Way better. Wait.
Nice!
Let's go.
If I lose that, then just take the Porsche away. All right. Another car. Come on. Yeah. Another car. Yeah, we gotta go.
All right, hey chat, watch this. All right, we gotta just go play the game. Let's take a look at this bad.
And this weekend, we will find out which team will take the largest portion of that $1 million prize pool and etch their names into Call of Duty history forever.
Ladies and gentlemen, live from Las Vegas, the World Series of Warzone Global Final.
Oh, come here. And backward.
Alley.
Oh my god. Oh my god! The paternity test is in. I am the father.
We're going to have some laughs during this match, Maven. I'm going to openly just ask, who will be the worst player we see in the All-Star game today?
The worst player from all of these teams? Oh, this is hard, man. It's the All-Stars. Oh, I got to think about this.
It's going to be Octane.
You think it's going to be Octane?
Yeah.
He was a beast, so he was number 2 overall S&D KD.
Yes, he has, but guess what? Octane's had one good event since like 2016.
I'm going with Nameless just because he can probably hear me right now. He's going to choke big time.
He's in the close left, close. Dead. Nice. Yeah, nice. I'm on shot. Tempus freezer when he killed me. I'm chilling in. Oh. TK. Go back.
What the?
I was side door and it killed me. I was like right inside a side door.
Nice, good shit. I have it. Dead. Nice! Dead. Let's go, guys! Let's go! Let's go, Bruce!
Vickle now. Last one up.
He's got a trophy though, right? He threw a trophy out. He threw a trophy out. I think this might be too slow. Either way, he got it. Oh, he does get it. Yeah, it was too slow. He gets it. He just hops it right away. Nobody checks the bomb.
Oh no, I'm dead. No way.
By self-revive?
Nope. Honestly, it works out. I'm starving. Marissa calls these my old man ship. Go out and Joe, I eat a bunch of tacos. Did you win? How do I have the same amount of eliminations as you?
Yeah, that's some horseshit there. There's no way that's true.
Well, the one thing that is true right now, folks, is that we do have some highlights here from the major, ladies and gentlemen. This is what our two teams looked like a mere few weeks ago, going at each other in Madrid at Mayor 1. And it was one hell of a tournament. And this was the way that the red card S&D went down there. It was, again, around 11. Ultra falling prey as TJ had himself a weekend.
And, you know, honestly, I feel like these are two teams that, like, they're looking for tournament wins. They want to be the top dog, but I think from my perspective, if they're in the top 4, like, happy. You're in a good spot, you're looking strong, and that's the difference maker. Whoever wins this series likely to be in the top 4 mix, and the ice in the S&D set the Ravens apart. Funnily enough, it was map 2 and round 11 in that one as well. So it is things like this that really, I mean, how much extra money do you even win placing in the top 4 compared to top 6 at events? So it matters between these two teams, and we know it's nail biter, what has effectively been one of the slowest and longest played S&D maps of this year. But for these two teams, we expect nothing less.
Oh, we expected the goods. We didn't think it'd go on this long, though. That's the little gift we've been given. But yeah, I mean, I think for both organizations, chance. I mean, Toronto Ultra looking to get to the heights of yesteryear. I think for the Ravens, though, this is the best the organization has looked consistently ever, which is fantastic for them. Kudos. I mean, the last time I think a solid, consistent Ravens roster was back in London, Royal Ravens days, Vanguard, and even then it was relatively short-lived. After Major 1, we lost what? Gizmo. I know you said Joey Gizmo, or I think Joe and Clint called him Gizmo for a while. That was weird, but hey, man, these things happen. That was the last time they looked great. Until then, it's been a wonderful turn for the Ravens. They've looking good. They've been fine in most regards. A Sunday performance for them back in Major 1. I think we're close. We did have an issue. We were very nearly ready to go, folks, but a different player crashed after we got everyone into that round 11 lobby once again. But we're going to try again, folks, because it's a one and done. And it is going to be an absolute delight. If you did miss the first attempt at the round 11, it was a 2v2 with the bomb in the hands of Kleenex. Potentially getting a plant over by the A-bomb site for free, but you never know.
All I do know, though, I think whoever gets first blooded is going to snap their headset. I think is what's going to happen. Like, you've just now sat and waited maybe 5-10 minutes to get the map going, and if you get blooded, like if you just die to a frag grenade, like there's not going to be any trophies on the reset, I don't think, because I don't think it was a pause. Like if you just get naded off a break, slamming headset, like it's going to be, or the camera, I suppose. Players have been mixing things up. We used to have chair punches back in the day. Now we're snapping webcams, so something new out.
I mean, I'm trying to remember some of my all-time favorites. Illy's headset spike, legendary. But a quick refresher, folks, on the way the Ravens have looked so far and where they will be going next. And look, it's not been fantastic. They got absolutely chokeslammed by the Thieves. That's not great. Ultra was still hanging. This one goes down. Rocker coming up next, Feb 21st. And the next day is, of course, a game against Optic, Texas. And then we roll things out. They get to play the Falcons just before moving onwards to the Major. It's going to be spicy indeed. If you want to go to the Major, we know how that the Ravens are going to get there. That's their journey. Your journey from wherever you may be in the world will look very, very different, but you can still get tickets. There's not that many left. Of course, Optic put on a great show. We're going back to Allen, Texas for this one. It's going to be an absolute delight. Tickets are still on sale. Grab them while you can. optic.link/major2. You're there for champs, you know, folks, it's an iconic venue, the Credit Union of Texas Event Center, and what a name as well. It's an incredible box in the center of the stage. Everyone having a good time. It really, really was an amazing time. It's a loud room, it's a passionate room, and it's a great arena. Great arena. Be there, Major 2. You saw the dates. Get yourself a ticket. optic.link/Major2. Tickets are still available, folks. This is the way things have gone so far in the Search and Destroy chance. First Bloods have been super decisive outside of 2 rounds.
Yes, and I think if I'm looking at it right, there's only been 2 rounds that have not been decided by the First Blood. So Ultra have been better in that category, but once or twice they end up letting it slip. Of course, Trey's rolling through. It's a fun comment about the credit union. I realize how American I am, and like my perspective is the more I travel, just looking at all the highways of Texas. I mean, you can't walk in that city at all. But anytime I travel, I'm like, go to Madrid, I'm like, this is beautiful. I can walk anywhere I need to go. This is fantastic. Everybody looks so healthy. It's crazy.
And the metro system was also very functional, very easy to get around as well. If you saw
I can imagine that. We
were smiling.
We have one that works in New York, like city, and then one that kind of works in DC. And I think outside of that, it's not great.
I've used it in LA once. I got to downtown for like $1.45. It was phenomenal. Either way, folks, we're going downtown here on Red Card. Round 11, take 2. If you get nailed right off the rip here, it is going to be phase through a monitor time. But there we go. It's not going to be, no, it maybe will be an exact mirror of how the previous round went.
Well, the previous round was a bang out toward the B side, so definitely not a mirror to that one. This is very much round 1. We have to dodge all these nades inside the spot he got naded from earlier on. He mixing up the angles just to be making sure you are extra safe. So 30 seconds have gone by thus far. Not a ton of noise. In Ultra, I mean, it looks like B is getting the call. Insight starting to creep his way up the map, taking a good chunk of space. You imagine the bomb is going to be following him up here shortly. TJ, that is so uncomfortable on those stairs.
Yeah, really uncomfortable. Not an uncommon spot, though, so... Oh, he's giving it up. He's Giving it up, and that's trouble. That's what I'm saying. They know about it. No trophies, no nothing. Good luck, boys. Opening exchange. This nade is going to matter tremendously. Slasher throws. Possibly connects. Damage dealt. No one sent in for the kill just yet. Beans finds himself another on the round. 25 seconds to party. An insight on the stairwell. Is he glitching? Is it a yellow? Is it a red? We'll find out later. Bomb planted. Ultra with the advantage. Last man Vivid. And these lungs still have air in them. And they're sending it. Wait a minute, folks. Ultra survive the long break. And it's a 2-0 lead in this series.
And poor TJ, yeah, I mean, just the head snap back when he got naded. It's just like, oh, come on, man. Why's it gotta be like that? But hey, for Ultra, it is in fact like that. And I'll answer the question, Miles, that is absolutely not a stair glitch in any way, shape, or form.
Good.
Did not go prone up to it. He did not pull a Paco insight. A gentleman in this league, but 2 clean games. You've made amends for your round 11 loss you suffered on this map against Carolina at the major. And potentially a hot 3-0 because the strongest map, looking at the map pool for Ultra in this entire series, is in fact Protocol Control. So they might be on top of the bounce back from their C9 game yesterday. Might have a hot 3-0.
Ooh, a hot 3-0? Is it even possible? Puckett and Pals, what do you think?
I think it's incoming. After that break and then losing round 11 after not having trophies to grenades, I think Carolina is going to be on tilt. You already got 3-0'd once. Why not let it happen twice?
That's just something that would happen to Slasher. Like, listen, in a perfect world, we're not competing online, but we are. Stuff happens. It's one of those frustrating things where someone lags out. But I swear, just like the weirdest stuff has happened to Austin, just like when it comes to online play. And he probably just wants to put his head through a wall like TJ did. But it happens. And now, I mean, you still had an opportunity to win the round. You didn't.
Allie, you picked this team at the start. You had faith in Toronto Ultra. Did you know Joe DeCease was this good at Search and Destroy?
Of course we knew Joe DeCease was this good at Search and Destroy. He is the reason they are so good at Search and Destroy and was for the longest time, and the reason they win this map number 2. For me, this map 2 from Toronto Ultra, I was worried that their S&D was going to stay stagnant and bad because the first couple of rounds, it's like they can't decide what they want their pacing to be. 1 minute, we are full sprinting at B. The next minute, we are sitting in spawn for the first 30 seconds of the round, just hoping somebody shows an ankle, a foot, a toe, whatever. So great adjustments from Toronto Ultra. Thank God Joe was able to tie things up to 3-3. He ends up finding 3 in this round, and then the next round, he slams 2 other people for the first blood, and they weren't able to take the lead somehow, some way. So the fact they were able to make the adjustments off of his back later on in the rest of map 2 is big for Toronto Ultra.
Yeah, I don't think the pacing thing's like that big of a deal. Like whether, I mean, really good search teams, I think you can hit stuff quick. You can play it slow for a pick. You know, like a Slasher Search and Destroy team, they like to play for picks pretty often. But it's more like the good search teams. What's the pace when you decide to be decisive? How quick do you make your decisions, especially those small decisions when you're 2v2s, you're 3v3s? And it looked like Toronto Ultra was starting to fix some of those things where they've been struggling over the past couple of weeks. But I guess I'm not surprised it's one with the distance. I mean, you take away Ultra's skin, they have been a solid search team, and Ravens have been one of the best. So love that this one with the distance. Just wish, you know, obviously didn't have the issues we did to get the restart.
We got 2 round 11s. I'm not mad. We could see another one, a 3rd round 11 if we get to a game 5. David, those guys right there on your screen, think they got enough to reverse sweep?
Yeah, I think it's certainly possible due to, I don't know, I guess the form of Ultra hasn't been great as of late. I know you could say the same thing on the Carolina side, but at least their loss looks a little bit better as you get beat up by Thieves. I mean, kind of mimicking what happened at the major. I think they can absolutely do it, and I think the good thing is, as much as Slasher is someone that might tilt a little bit, this team could tilt. You do have a lot of veterans. You've been through this up before online. You can bounce back, you get 1 map win, one after the other, you bring it back. I do, however, think Ultra closes out here. I do, but is it possible? Yes.
It's time for craft time.
It's time for
It's time to
craft
draw.
time.
I thought you said crap time. And I was
Why
like,
did you actually say it?
I was like, oh, are we playing craps?
Drawing conclusions.
I don't think that's what that's called.
Crap.
Anyway, let's go back to the Protocol Hardpoint map number 1. I just wanted to give Bean some flowers here because this was kind of a back and forth game. I know that the scoreline doesn't necessarily tell the whole full story because we were off of a P4 computers where Toronto Ultra dominated the side of Carolina Royal Ravens. So let's hop right into it. I'm going to be looking over at this mini map. I just wanted to talk about this as kind of your AR can do anything as well. Right now, Beans has not been getting a lot of love. He's going to be number 1 on your mini map right now. He is not only only going to be soaking time, this man has found an SMG. And what does he do with that, and why is it so important? We're going to watch that Beans is going to take route through the backside of Carolina Royal Ravens building. And what this does is Carolina right now is trying to get some mid-map control. You're looking at number 7. They're going to try and play this building so that they can keep Toronto Ultra kind of pinned to this back spawn, playing for that P2. And Beans, well, doesn't allow that to happen. He ends up going on a 5 spree. I'm going to keep it on this mini-map so you can watch his route. He's not only going to soak time, he's going to find this first kill, realizes he has that open lane to get into the building, and he's going to find another kill up top. And this is big because number 5 is looking for the same sort of kill to relieve pressure so that they can get this P1 time. It's just a big play out of Beans as he's going to sit up here and go for a couple. He does end up overheating at the end, but he goes on a 5, so he's allowed to.
Well done from Beans. Bad news is you didn't win cleanly enough.
100 points. Oh yeah, I was about to say. I was like, where are you going with this one? I'll be honest. I blacked out during that whole thing, but I did put hand sanitizer on because Allie's been coughing on me.
Yeah.
I've been coughing on you. I've been
You
sick
have coughed directly in my direction.
5 days.
It's
I'm
winter
sorry.
and our team is sick. Who knew? Let's throw it back to the casters who are remote and safe in Los Angeles. Hi, Miles.
That's right. Well, Chance is somewhere else, but yeah, I'm in Los Angeles. I can hear Ali cough. When she hits the cough button, she ain't coughing. She's coughing on Clint, and that's why I can hear it, because it's coming through his mic. So, Clint, you stay safe. Please. We need you. All right, guys. Time to play Control. We're going to lag out in round 5 and have to do it all over again, possibly. I'm just kidding, folks. I'm just kidding.
There's not going to be a round 5, Miles. Come on.
Ultra find themselves up 2-0, which is honestly a surprise to me because... Ravens look fantastic in search, and, you know, ish happens.
And I will say, I know there's a lot of players, or people, excuse me, that watch like the CDL and they pay attention to the player cams. Believe it or not, TJ is just that blurry. So that's not like a camera issue. That's just his natural state. If you see him in an event, it's wild, and he will make you smile.
Yeah, it's quite amazing. I mean, I'm not sure what or how or why, but he's somehow out of focus IRL. That's an insane thing to think about. All right, folks, you know how Control works. So do we. Let's find out who's much better at capturing the new B zone after the patch. Joe Deceives versus New York yesterday. I mean, they're commendable, but they still got really hurt. Ultra, you can put yesterday behind you. Start thinking about tomorrow. Here we go.
Ooh, trades, yeah, double square up on sort of the grass side of the map to take Slash out of the power positions, and that would mean Carolina has to worry about the flanks, but instead they win every gunfight, so they can just stroll straight through the A zone. It's gonna be a solo capture. You can see number 8, number 5, incredibly worried about the flanks. Meanwhile, TJ doing a little dance. Kleenex somehow finds the route to get through. I think Carolina maybe caught slightly off guard, but they do solidify a tick of progress, and they're staying on top of the kills column.
Yep. Oh, wow, okay. Blind Beans nearly. Gwyn finally finding that kill there, a 3 life separation, and a decent amount of work done there by the A zone. Looking towards the 50% mark. Can Ultra get rid of that work on the second segment? The answer is no, not yet, as they've been forced over towards the B side. That is a good bit of work done there by the Carolina boys, and they should get a second tick over by A.
Yeah, they just needed to hunt down Tej. TJ, though, doesn't really make him work too hard from it. Kleenex is there for an instant cleanup, but then the trades maybe a little bit slow, but finally Vivid overwhelmed. Simply was not bought enough time in that moment, but all's well that ends well, and you still have Carolina on top of the kills column in the 3rd tick of progress. It's going to be close to see it's going to fall. Kleenex is going to be jumping over his head here in just a moment, but not before the point gets secured. So Ultra hand that one away. Extra minute to the clock, and Carolina already have a 4-life advantage.
Yeah, the life advantage is one thing. B zone's the other. Kleenex, got him. Couple more here to be had off spawn. Vivid is going to double back just a little here to try to make sure you don't feed Kleenex too many more of these kills. Slash is dealt with there in the Ultra spawn. So now a lot of space to be played with here for the Ultra boys.
This is just going to be a slow-paced gameplay, right? You got insight in the depths of spawn just about, watching a deep left flank side of the map flank, and that's the type of style that Ultra's going to bring. So you got to reorchestrate yourselves and figure something out. Middle of the map being controlled, though, by Carolina. You got Gwyn that's found the route to actually get through, so he's in a spot where he just needs to play for kills, and that's certainly when Gwyn is at his best.
He's a stone cold killer. It's a shame his teammates have been brought down around him. He's got the opportunity to soften up these defenders. Number 1. And he's going to get the capture going as well. So a 1 life differential. as he's doing it all alone. Ultra now on the counter-attack. Joe Sieves trying to sniff him out. No hope there. Slash has got the coverage. It's a slow capture chance, but it's working.
Yeah, you saw the Slasher. Yeah, Slasher had mid covered from sort of lower boat as well. And this is beautiful. Gwyn's the guy. You want to get him in position, let him play for the kills, and then everybody else snaps after that until Kleenex bodies him, gives you 2, and makes this zone a lot more difficult to capture.
How did he get the second? He's looking for a third here. I mean, Tej, it's good centering, it's good coverage to stay alive there, but there we go. You've got space once again, boys. Oh no, it's Kleenex again in the backline. So he's still finding pieces. Trying to clean up this second segment, but it's Kleenex. They finally catch him just in the nick of time, and a 5-life difference right now. Tej gets done. The zone is still good. No lives left for Toronto, and 35 to go.
That is going to be an impossible hold. Carolina group up together. You do have insight on a flank, though, so if he's quick enough, he can make the impact. Vivid gets caught. Now the lives getting drained on the other time, but every single kill is massive, and no more Kleenex in the picture.
Yeah, he's out. Top side of the minimap, dangerous place to be right now. The Ravens have got free reign to do what they want. Tej wins a massive one in the back line over the Beans. He gets a bit of damage. He's got no help, though, and that's it. The round complete. The Ravens succeed.
And there you go. The life advantage they were able to accrue from the start ends up mattering towards the end. Certainly, anytime you end up spawning, you need someone to be able to get out of it. But I mean, again, quite literally, Gwyn just finding the route through mid, getting behind the grandma's house, or red, whatever you want to call it. Or blue, actually, but we can ignore mid. So many colors. It's green, you know?
Yeah. But it also depends what game settings you play on.
Merry Christmas.
Thanks, man. A happy new round coming up now. That was a long one. And again, shout out the Ravens for playing that one, quite aggressively. They had a decent life advantage. And I believe 2 segments secured at B as well. So sitting at 5 overall. Could be wrong there. Don't look it up. Here we go. Round 2.
And a low hit coming from Ultra, so I don't know if they're going to be trying to work B or A here. Insight's poking his head out. They're just going for like Granny's control, maybe setting up for some spawn kills. And Kleenex, well, he's got the top house under wraps. He's got Slasher in his sights, and there's the teamwork and coordination. But all that is just for the opening break. And it is going to be a slow capture over towards A. And Jodeci's and Kleenex, they got behind enemy lines, and they got taken care of instantly. So Carolina Ravens, nice little bounce back to try to make things mixy, get out of spawn, and guys like Beans just get overwhelmed. Solid response on the bounce back play there from Carolina.
Yeah, great work. Joe's in your spawn, but the bad news is until any of your teammates get kills, you're not going to send anyone back to you. So Slasher now will be the only man up on spawn. Joe has to deal with that. Beans, good work clearing out the back line. Gwyn is still a threat. Everyone has managed to make their way past Joe on the respawn, so now he's in a position in the middle of the map. Gwyn still at large. And there is an APB out for a man of his approximate description, and he has been picked up by Insight. He'll take it, he'll move on, but Slasher the peel. The A zone's only 50% complete.
Yeah, but Jodeci is just toying with the B zone as well, so he's just trying to make noise and maybe drag some pressure over. And it is going to be a solo capture on B, but Jodeci is roaming around and looking for kills, and that's unfortunate because every one of his teammates dies at the exact same time. And he doesn't give you that second one. He is on a 4 spree, but he got to get his teammates out of spawn. Toronto Ultra, they are running out of time.
Oh, you heard the click of his jackal there. That rang through me, man. All right, well, 15 seconds to go in Ultra. Not a great attacking round. 1 segment is all they've got to their name so far. Kleenex is in just trouble. It's just trouble. And there we go. Trouble, thy name is TJ. Sends it in for the kill. You're all going to get a contest, lads, but it might not matter too much. Yeah, there we go. Vivid. He and Slasher find their respective kills, and they put the round to bed. No one's getting a B because you've got to climb the ladder. I take it all back. We're still in there.
Yeah, still on B, and the play is very much open. 0.0. And they're on the A zone as well, so a 2-front war. Insight wins the gunfight, so he gets to play active on that side, and Gwyn not in the picture to defend this B zone at all. So Carolina might just be bamboozled. Last-ditch effort on the B zone. Found a few players to jump through. Slasher wins his one. Trades there for Beans, but there for Vivid as well. Oh, and now we're on A.
Back on A. Insight stay alive. Oh, the coverage is good. He's still going. Anyone there to keep him alive? Keep him alive! No, they couldn't do it. What a round, boys and girls. That fooled everyone, didn't it? Everyone fooled. Ravens got by 2.
Yeah, the ultimate bamboozle, because even towards the end, the way the game works, we saw that player slide on the point, but the way the ticks are timed with the sort of game clock, not always in your favor when you need to get on it. But honestly, the mixiness sort of super pays off. At least you get a few extra ticks, because make no mistake, you would still rather be playing defense, but here's QueenX, the fastest ladder climber in the league. We've been saying that for years.
Have we? Yeah, you're right. Nobody ascends like QueenX up a ladder. Not true, but I love it. Well, 2-0 for the Ravens. Ultra, again, despite the magic, and it was magic, unable to get the round win here. Starting proceedings off quite nicely as well here on the attack Ravens. First go around was much more decisive than this, and actually I take it back. They're back on A, and this is looking good.
Yeah, Slasher maybe just needed to trust himself more. You could see the way he was playing it. They knew that QueenX was behind him, but worried about too many different angles. And now QueenX is sort of leaving his mark. Finally gets traded, but takes 2 before he falls. Vivid, though, nice response to TJ. Maybe right back towards his home on the B zone.
He's chilling. A single seg done. A is blasting through the 2-man stack. The fadeaway and an unfortunate bit of hip firework there takes care of QueenX as he's dispatched. He's right to top mid. Love that play, but even better shots from Beans gets rid of him. So just over a minute to go, and Joe Deceives receives a few players there in spawn, but not able to really keep them at bay. Now the attack from the Ravens continues, but less than a minute to play.
Yeah, this is the spawn trap style. I mean, we've made it to the point, Ultra. The longer you keep this pressure up, the better. Insight there to deliver you just the one. I saw 2 Jackals in kill feed, just assumed, but QueenX is there with them. And Carolina desperate to try to get out of their base. Insight doing a pretty good job so far, just slowing them down.
Yeah, I mean, by sort of dancing through the doorways and shutting a closed door or two. That's lovely work, and the good shots there from QueenX as well. So now in the back, less than 30 to go. This is a very good defensive round, Ultra. Exactly what you needed. Unfortunate timing, QueenX. That's going to kick you in the ass, my friend. Unfortunate. Go to Sieves, though, keeping this play alive. Less than 20 to go.
Yeah, it's a great play, and he's in prime position as well. Any player that sets foot on his zone likely to fall. Gwyn might have to do it over towards B and maybe just try to open things up for his teammates. And Carolina needs to figure out what direction they want to go, but you see in the feed, Gwyn is going to fall in the A zone. Well, Beans and QueenX, they have it under lock and key. Here's the ladder, though, the ladder of hope, as we've always called it. Always. Slasher with the Jackal, maybe trying to show us off the goods. Play still up, but play is officially down, and there you go. Vivid falls as well. No last-ditch heroics on the offensive end.
We blow the whistle. Ultra get themselves one. A quick rehydrate, boys. Fun fact, Insight is closer to a camel than a human being in the way he drinks. Drinks once, drinks long, stays hydrated for an incredibly long time. No visible hump, though. Truly a marvel.
On round 4 we go. I got nothing for that. I tried so hard. Absolutely no jokes, no goods from me.
It's fine. I was waiting. It's all good. It's all good. Big round though for Ultra. You defended it. Can you now attack?
Well, Miles, unfortunately, Ultra's attacking rounds have been dry as a desert, so this is going to be a problem.
See, you could have it.
Yeah, I mean, 30 seconds later.
It's fine, absolutely fine. Well, 15 seconds later, not a whole lot has happened in this round. Joe Deceives finds his way to Grand Mars, finds his way into Gwyn, takes care of that. Vivid, you think you're tough enough to get involved? Well, he's got Slasher as well. As Joseph Deceives finally taken down, but that is a delightful opener, and space now brought across the map. Both zones getting a little bit of love. Shots out of QueenX.
That's what I say. Speaking of nice shots, that's on point. And he made enough noise at B that Slasher is wrapping all the way around. And this is just a guarantee of the A zone capture. It's a 2-stack on that zone. QueenX finally gets caught, but Joe Deceives and Beans, they've just been super soaking the control time. And there's the A zone. No desert this time. 5 life lead and plenty of time for Toronto to work with.
Yeah, a lot of good shots as well. Beans instant. TJ's 2 bails you out for a moment, and he's desperately trying to maintain top trips. Unfortunately, there is a stun for your brother, and that is QueenX back in there. He and Joe now, eyes across the middle of the map. The only thing they've got to worry about is Gwyn, who's now entered the back line. We'll deal with that in a moment. Ultra fighting their way forward, looking towards B still.
And it wasn't just Gwyn, it was Slasher too. Gwyn's taking routes. Tough to lock down, but with the Jackal in hand, surely for the gunner, you'll be on point as TJ showing off the two-piece goods. SMG's reign supreme. He is there ready for the spawn kills as well, or at least ready for number one. He might get the best play just for the little bit of spawn trap, but you still have a life advantage from Ultra. Only a minute and 15 on the clock. Longer you pause it, the better, but that is not a long-lasting life. Slasher, he's been behind enemy lines for a good chunk of time.
Yeah, he's doing what he can. We got pressure on a B. Ultra. 2 big kills in the feed. He's still on the hunt for Slasher. They've got no idea where he is, but he's now put himself out of cover through the middle of the map, and it's worked out. The slow capture. Beans is going to stay safe for as long as he can. Here comes the next hit. Oh, he stays alive. Nope. Down. 3 in the feed. Ultra. Back to spawn.
And that's a good play to stabilize everything and get him back in spawn, but you're still down on live, so a delicate moment, and every death might very well matter. Great shots from Beans across the map, but a technical response there. By the looks of it, Ultra, I mean, they're working through mid, working through boat as well. Insight's just found the route. Slasher, though, desperate to stay alive. He gets caught, so the coordination is here. Ultra, they've made it to the zone.
Still a one-man capture, though. Not willing to stack this one up. You expose yourself to too many angles with that many bodies on the point. Divot playing it slow and steady. Stunned up. Beans, great shots. Nice transition onto the second. Progress now. Second segment done. We're in the final hurdle. 10-6 in the life count. And this play's still alive. Slasher down, traded out immediately. Joe deceives. Oh my word, he thought he had it. Last lives for the Ravens. 20 seconds. You've got such a journey to make, boys. Do you have the time? Oh, Gwyn pulls one with him. Charles, it's so close. 10 seconds. There's no way they get to the zone. Or is it the ladder? The ladder again. TJ with the kills. 5 seconds. Done. Over the top. No, Joe goes for the dive, and it is not enough. The Carolina Royal Ravens, 2 incredibly decisive rounds, and they buy themselves another hard point in the series.
Yeah, I'll tell you, the zone of when it actually registers you being on it, it's just a split second behind. So the Dolphin dive would have been a great attempt, but just not enough time. A game of margins, though. That was a good one indeed on protocol. The new zone getting switched up, massively beneficial for the map. Makes the attacking rounds easier, but still the advantage on defense towards the end absolutely there. So potential reverse sweep on the cards. Carolina, we know, are a team that displays some grit, and they certainly played well there. TJ and Gwyn sharing the love, 27 kills apiece. And I know the SMG players on the first 2 maps certainly struggling a little early on in the series, so nice bounce back for them. And now for me, we sort of get into the meat of my confusion about Toronto Ultra. Going to a red card hardpoint. It is only the 2nd time they've played it all year. They played it for the first time yesterday, took an L on it, and well, frankly, they're just trying to square up again. They keep choosing it, so they know something I don't. But for me, that remains to be seen.
Everybody wants them reps, man. You gotta put in the work. Nice shots this map. The gunny was certainly there. Oh, the click from Joe, that one hurt. That could have been a 2-piece. The 0.0 stop here from CleanX, unbelievable. The fact that they got to A as well certainly helps. It could have been one of those moments. We saw it once in MW3. Once. It was a high-rise control from 0.0 to a map win. It does happen, folks. It can happen. It's just a little more unlikely here on Protocol.
That was LAG that pulled that up, right?
I do believe so.
Moment?
Yeah, Estrial Diamond Con was involved in that.
Yeah, it's not the rocker grid. Maybe that's the Estrial magic.
Yeah, I mean, we could... Oh, okay, there's a running theme here. Either way, the highlights from this one, folks, were back and forth in the kills department, but not so much in the rounds. It was all the Ravens. They certainly had the better game here on control. It goes their way, and it gets us to another red card. Red card, hard point, which, again, yesterday was doo-doo for Toronto Ultra. We'll see if they can bounce back today.
And going to be a fun one indeed, but we already saw how the, like S&D goes around 11, absolute battle of the margins, maybe like the clutch difference makers or the 2v2s that you could pull off. It's never the crazy 1v4s. Both teams, the calculated gameplay that they bring to the table, and I think for Carolina, the biggest round they had on attack was when they were getting out of their spawn, getting Gwyn behind enemy lines, open things up towards the zone, and just efficient trades coming after the fact. So We know what kind of battle we expect. We know on red card it might very well be a barn burner, and red card, frankly, a map that does require a good degree of endurance. Just with the spawns being so close, the map might be large, but it can be chaotic. And I know from Ultra, a little bit concerned. They've picked it twice. They're 0-1 on it, but they keep choosing to play it in stage 2. So I don't know if that has been going well in scrims, if it's just counter picks against the opposing team, or if they're just trying to deepen the map pool and they know hardpoint has been a bit of an issue. But whatever the case may be, if they lose it here, go to a game 5 against Carolina. Not a fun thing to have to deal with.
Don't want to deal with that. Pro score S&D for game 5, folks. We just go back and forth. We oscillate between one map to the other. Yeah, this should be interesting. Again, whether it's map pool broadening or whatever, or maybe it's just training other coaches and other teams to think that you always want to play red card. When really it's something else. We'll see, though. We're going to get the reps. We're going to get the time as our boys are loading in now. Ultra Ravens. For the Ultra boys, again, a win here is the series. At game 5, though, it does have the Ravens written all over it. And they're starting to believe. Starting to keep it going. How do we think this one's going to go, Chance? I mean, Ultra's respawn's been solid. Obviously, their protocol hardpoint was a very, very good one for them. But after the control, do you think they've taken a knock?
I do. I think we're going to be going to a game 5, to be honest. Because even when we showed off Carolina Royal Ravens, like their run they have through this stage, like going into the major, it's just a gauntlet of teams that they're having to deal with along the way. Like just a bunch of grueler matchups, a lot of the top teams in the mix and any sort of middle of the pack. It's like your Minnesotas that force you to game 5. It's playing your Toronto Ultras that are going to take you to a game 5. So I think Carolina are going to have an exhaustive split. And of course, being down in the series, but playing against a team who lost it by 72 points yesterday and not having a great run of it in the breaking category as well. And I think surely TJ and Gwyn have been able to warm up just enough that they're going to be ready to shoot their guns here on the red card. So that's my prediction of map 5, but I've been wrong many times before. We get to find out here.
And we'll be wrong many times after today as well. But in a P1 we go, folks. Another red card. Donk opening nades, do what they do. It's after Joe and the boys who find their kills, but opening time on P1, not a crazy thing. 3 dead there for a moment. You'll take that again if you're the Ultra boys. That's time going their way. Lead change for now.
And funnily enough, Ultra, their opening break against C9 on this map yesterday was also pretty flawless. So the early advantage has been clean. Where Ultra originally messed up was they just sort of botched the first P2 rotation, which already looking on the minimap, a lot of potential for Carolina to try to take the game over. Going to be forcing out these deep spawns. And Ultra now on the wrong side of the map, admittedly, with a 10-second lead, but that is marginal compared to what potentially could come over towards P2. But Vivid, not ready for that spawn. Spawns are a little bit crazy here on P1.
Well, yeah,
White time is different.
A little bit crazy indeed. Well, that's going to be P1 complete, 13-3. As we blow the whistle on the new one, it pops wide open. Joe deceives. A little jump shot. Not a lot of players jump in BO6 because you don't, without dexterity on. I think that's a little squirrely, the aim, but Joe looking good. Hardpoint, though, still in the hands of the Ravens. Joe's about to hit the top rope in this one. Checks everything and somehow still gets the kill. Good stuff, Joe. Lead change back in the hands of Ultra. Spawn still in the back, though, the Ravens. They've got the reinforcements here to contest the point.
Yeah, Ultra looking for a set of kills and really trying to set up the spawn trap. There's the first 2 you need to at least get them out at a time, and they just win another one. You see TJ wins his one, and yeah, both of those players fall. Unfortunately, though, they didn't manage the spawn trap, but they should be able to manage the time. That is a good final 25 seconds to collect. And you see Slasher off spawn as well. Doesn't want to play for the scrap time. They want to play for the rotations, but with Gwyn there to join them, maybe they do hit old, but this is just an opportunity for Ultra to overwhelm the new time. I mean, they got the numbers for this break.
They got the numbers and they have the... Now they definitely got the numbers. Can they get the break, though? Oh, no way. Being huge damage. Gwyn manages to win that one, and now the overwhelm play has come to a close. TJ, beautiful shots there. Either way, a nice gunfight win. And now some space to work with. Ultra, oh no, through the front they go. They might have bullied the rotation, but they're out to get the break. Nice shots in. Spawn still on the back there for the Ravens, but the front has been crushed.
Yeah, Gwyn, last one on the engagement, just wants to stay alive so his teammates can get back in. Great damage and handles the gunfight. Maybe sets his team up for the kill, but everybody just loses their ones, and that is a clean 4 down. And maybe this is Ultra flexing off the red card goods.
Yeah, right. 6 in a row for Joe Deceives as well. That 11-3 is incredibly close, and now has a Hellstorm to play with. Final 10 hit on the point, and Joey's patting them stats and just getting kills all over the place. Rotation done as well, and Ultra, once again, they are in the right place at the right time here on red card.
Joe Deceives has had a streaky moment on every single map played as well. Went on a 5 or 6 in the S&D. Both respawns he's been on point as well, and he is delivering again. And such a nice guy, Joe Deceives, getting the hill time as well. Mr. Do-It-All, but where his teammates fall, good news, they're quick to spawn up as well. A square-up pressure battle over towards stage.
And he wins it down low. An annoying gunfight to take. Very 50-50. Slasher finding a nice 2 there, and the time now for the Ravens as well. Gwyn sit at the 10 and 10. The kills department has been very, very tricky for the Ravens. Tej with a slow on 4 and 10 as well. The test battle ended on the point there, and it's Ultra coming out on top. Insight now pushing the front line forward, trying to be as safe as possible. Tej with a dagger in the back, can't get 2. All he gets is brought down in 15 seconds. The scrap goes to Ultra.
And that's one of those moments, by the way, where if you're watching Insight play, you're thinking he just let all of his teammates die twice, like on the same hill, but his teammates get the hill, so he can play slow, but when he does, he makes it work. And of course, though, now Carolina, they've repositioned, had all 4 of their arrows around this new time, so this would be an Ultra test of their breakability.
Ultra test of the breakability. Well, while they break, let's have a listen in the comms.
Office.
Weak, I spawned, yeah, I can't buy.
Absolutely.
Two make up, one's gonna take it.
Take it, Jerry, just get off.
Take it, guys.
Take it. Low dark, already camera, Jeremy.
Take it, and then one
absolute. And one big cut. Take it one outside.
Speed up,
so weak, by the way. He might come back,
He's done.
I'll take it, and win.
Go far, take it.
You're taking me. One ticket, vivid outside.
We might be able to go left.
I'm in top lights, okay?
One to me out left. Go, he's out, ticket, hit me up. Flasher, ticket.
Left steps.
Nice, we have two, rest on.
I'm top lights.
One top BSC still.
Yo, top lights.
Top lights, win one shot. Yeah, you run away.
He went backwards.
You go redhead. Okay, I'm
not going to top lights.
And then one AMB, bro.
I'm really weak in the right corner.
Weak here, Jeremy, in the corner.
Yo, fire door, T, one shot dead.
Top lights. Might be hedge.
I'll get some. I'm gonna get left. Yeah, hedge. One more mid door.
Alright, that was one bit.
I'll
top lights right now, I don't know if this is fucking. Top dead.
I have all the left.
I could go take it on you guys.
I have outside.
Take it.
One more ticket now.
One deep.
Weak, not weak. I killed the other guy. Take it, so then.
How many dead?
I'm here.
Top not crossing me.
I'm lights.
I'll help Jimmy.
One's behind. Oh, one's deep patches.
Deep left, yeah? Oh, yeah, shot across.
Really weak.
Flowers. Archie is dead.
Okay,
no worries. Take round.
I'm taking him left row.
Don't bang. One's mid door. I'm gonna slow play our side, okay?
I'm going deep, Jimmy, okay?
I'm gonna slow play our side, boys.
Who's mid?
Gwyn.
I'm seeing phone. I'm seeing fire doors.
He's close P1.
They're absolutely nice.
Our stuff's really weak, bro.
And these boys are difficult to deal with. Despite the efforts, their chance to the Ravens are still unable to really pull this one back in the listen in. And this is a good looking break attempt here on P2. Joe Deceives smacks the back open. What a shot onto Tej. That's the break.
Yeah, the 12% break rate they had on yesterday, and now this has been multiple hills back to back that they've gotten things done. And we always gas up the comms from to Ultra. I think my favorite moment of that one is CleanX leaving a guy one shot, and instead of saying that, he tells his teammates not weak at all. So he's like the anti-one shot liar player. CleanX is great.
There's not many of those, let me tell you. I am one of them. One shot absolute error. Hardpoint Ravens setting up for this one. Ultra with a long journey across. This is going to be a good 10 seconds before anyone sees any action. This has been a good hardpoint previous set. Will it be the same right now for the Ravens? First hit from Kleenex, and that helps indeed. Trades are there. Teach can't get two. Last man in the back.
Oh, this is spawn trap time, though. It's not necessarily aggressive in this moment from Ultra. Maybe letting the pressure come up just the map a little bit. But Jodeci's back in his home in the stairwell. He's got the roaming support of Kleenex. It's 3 in the feed. One of those a team kill, though. So maybe an opportunity for Carolina, but not when Jodeci is 30 in 12. Yeah, he wants to call game here.
Yeah, it was a really lovely bait and switch there on the stairwell. Here comes another one. Teach finding 2, though. Now the front. Nice work out of Beans to, keep an eye on every possible avenue of attack, but now he's been pressed down into the stairwell, dead and done. Over now to a new hard point. What a banger this is so far. And Tej, pressure on these players all across the map getting the cutoffs.
That's a great read. And now Vivid gets the prowl around. He's behind 3 different players right now, so the quicker he is, the better. And this is not a slow player, so he delivers, gives you 2. Nice comms rolling through from Carolina. And they're down by 60 points, but the man was in prime position, and he makes the play.
Makes it work. Gwyn staying alive with time as well. This is huge. Attempted attack from Beans gets traded out immediately, so the Ravens still hold. Here comes Insight.
Yeah, desperate to stay alive at Vivid. He has just done everything himself. The man just needs a little bit of help. Can't quite get it, but does just enough. TJ there to pick up the extra 2. Vivid doing everything he can just to match the pace of Jodeci.
It's around a 40-point game now as Carolina Royal Ravens have pulled this one right back. Kleenex fighting over the old time. The new hard point is now a 1v1. What a game this is proving to be, folks. Ravens still trying to fight for that game 5. Ultra now trying to get something out of the new point, but no, you're 3 dead. Can Jodeci go huge? You find 1. Not enough, though. Oh boy, here we go, Chance.
Yeah, they got the BS&D spawns as well, so this is Carolina in prime position. Gwyn gets his 1 before he gets traded out, and now you're taking slower routes. A great stun, though. You think to take the player down, but TJ's got a nice nade. Trade's finally rolling through. Slasher, last man standing, and he falls. Ultra had to take a big route to make it happen, but they got the break exactly when they needed.
Oh, man. They can breathe for a moment longer. 200 points now crossed. Middle of the map. It's all Jodeci. Nice connection on the stun as well to help Beans get the kill, and they've still got the point. Look at the P1 as well. The dance around ticket as Gwyn. Oh, spotted but not kill. Pressure on the shoulders of the Ravens. Here we go. Back over to P1, 3rd and final set.
Yeah, I love the call from Jodeci as well. Doesn't chase the kill. Wanted to go out there for the big steps control, because on P1, that's all that matters. Ultra in this moment, it's more important for them to play keep away. You don't have to dive bomb the time. You can absolutely slow down and play for kills. And when you get 2 in the feed, that's the go button for Kleenex, because he knows now his teammates happy. In time, you get stage control as well. A gorgeous setup around P1.
Thanks. In the Tej. And Slasher, oh man, that's nice movement coverage there, though. A couple of players allows the Ravens to get in for time. And again, 30 seconds, the keep away game you talked about, we're still getting it done. Nice shots from Vivid. Again, just doing their very best to maintain a foothold here on P1. 20 to go.
Now they're finally getting a little bit of this time, but you see the gunfight, you're worried about stage, you're worried about the close steps, and once again, you just get back down off of it. So even when Carolina on this hill were getting some of the kills, not able to effectively collect any time, there's 3 down in the feed for them, and that's only gonna give them the final 7 seconds, and Ultra spawn right on top of New. You might need a beautiful Hellstorm right now from Vivid to try to break this one down.
It's now or never, mate. Absolutely. I'm not sure if it's going to go for it, but we're sending the stuns.
It might not even work. I forgot about that. You might have to just do it with the gunning.
No guarantee. You might have already tried it. Either way, we're into the point. No contest. Coverage from Insight pushes Vivid back. 20 now for the win. Anyone able to get in close? Oh, it's Slasher. An unfortunate team kill. Able to keep Joe in the point for Ultra. Now Slasher of the contest. Finds the kill. And here come the trades. No, wait. No trades. Insight staying alive. Contest is done. Ultra are back in there. And it's Beans at the helm.
They should be good. They should be good. They're reading the spawns as well. Jodeci, congrats on the 40 bomb and MVP of the series for Toronto Ultra. 1 more second in this series will end at new time. Actually, maybe not. You can hit old here. You could hit old here.
Will they spawn close enough to it? You're going to go towards the new point as well. And here is the chance for it. Insight trying to get it a single second. And the win for the rotation is done as well. So Color me surprised, Chance. Kleenex could do something hilarious right now by just walking in there, but are they going to get the kill window? No, wait. Doesn't get it. Here we go. Spawns in the back. One more second, boys. Send it.
And you got a double pinch developing as well. TJ, the first kill in the feed. Joe deceives. This is his wheelhouse, but maybe he is showing off the goods. Finally, demands out of hill. Beans there for 2. Can't get it. Kleenex finally. The dam breaks. And they get the red card win.
Oh, wow. That's the red card and the series, folks. The woes continue for the Ravens here in the road to Major 2. Ultra finally, though, finding a sense of self and a confident series out of them, aside from the map 2 shenanigans and obviously getting chokeslams on map 3. But apart from that, a stunned Ravens, a disappointed Ravens, and soon to be an angry Ravens. How many more losses can they accrue before they bounce back? We'll find out later on, folks. But until then, Ultra, GG's on the 3-1.
Yeah, Ravens, again, as mentioned, staring down the barrel of a very difficult split. But Ultra, where you lose to C9, at least for me, big concerns.